Joined now by Mike Score from A Flock of Seagulls. Just come off stage, Mike. Absolutely tremendous.
Thank you very much. It was tremendous. You're right.
It was. No, and I think I was standing out listening there, and it's just the fact that people are singing along to these songs. You know, and it's just amazing.
It blows my whole. I thought the band would last 10 minutes or maybe 2 years, and then 30 years later, you see people still singing the songs, and you're just like, basically, you're like, what the hell? What is going on? I mean, I love doing shows and singing the songs, but when you look at an audience and they're singing so much later and there's kids there singing and stuff, you just go, I am truly blessed. You know?
And are you still enjoying, Mike, the travelling? I mean, we'll look at what you're doing just now. You're in here to do this afternoon. You're away tomorrow morning at 5 o'clock in the morning, and where are you off to tomorrow?
Well, I got to get back to LA, then I have a day to get stuff together for the next show, which is the day after tomorrow. And it's another big festival in Beaumont, California. I can't say I don't enjoy the traveling because I can spend 18 hours traveling to do something I love doing. And even if it's 3 songs like today, as long as the audience love it, they give you the love and you give it back to them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's better than working in a chippy,
Very true, very true.
Although the chips are good.
Yeah, they're okay. A little bit in between. What about though? How gutted do you feel about the equipment you've lost and the hard drive with your new album? Just in case our listeners have missed it, you had a bit of a theft going. Was it the van that was broken into?
Well, yeah, we keep all our gear in a van that we travel in, and more or less, the van's like part of the band.
Yeah.
I've had that van for like 8-9 years, and everything has its spot in the van. Everybody knows their little position, and they got their chewing gum and their Coke and all that. The Coke drink, that is.
But of course.
In the van, and all our gear's in there, and it's like our little safe haven. And for somebody to come along and steal that, first of all, I don't even think it's sunk into me yet, because you don't get the time to sit and think about it. You're like, oh, whatever, I got a gig right now, I got to go and do it. And then there's a little panic, but also you come to a show like this where the crew are brilliant and the organization is brilliant, and they provide you with the stuff you need and the time to get it, going. But it's just, to me, it's unimaginable for somebody to steal my drives with my songs and about 3 years work on them. And I'm not a great organizer of backup. I mean, like a dinosaur on computers. But, of course, people I've worked with have taken my drives and backed them up. So I've had a couple of calls where people go, hey, I think you backed up like 4 songs on my drive, so I may still have that. So hopefully over the next, say, week or 2, most of the album will come back. And I do have mixes, but I'd listen to them. What happened with my solo album was I made it, I hated it, then I liked it, and then I listened again, and I'm like, okay, there's a few more things I want to do, a few more vocal things, little bits of melodies and stuff that I want to put in, and that's what I've lost, is the opportunity to do that. So it's almost like an enforced, what you've got is as far as you got, now you're going to have to put that out. Not that I don't think it's great, but I always kind of go, I can go another 2%. And that's what I've lost, is the ability just to go that one step further.
Right. And this actually happened in the States, didn't it?
Yeah, we just finished doing a show at in the States right now. What's happening is clubs are opening that do specifically 80s. So we just did 2 nights at a club in Bellwood, California, packed out, got 80s people all the way around. We went back to the hotel, and within 15 minutes of us getting back there, the van was stolen. Right. So we think we were targeted, And at some point, we just hope, we got the van back, but it was empty. And we just hope at some point, because we put all the serial numbers of the gear out and stuff like that, that whoever stole it is just going to go, I can't sell this.
Can't do anything with it. Yeah.
So they may just dump it somewhere.
Right.
And in a way, if we get half of that back or some of it back, it will really be a great step forward, because that's a lot of programming and drums, electronic drums, and the keyboards and all the guitar sounds. it's all for us. It's all done on stage, not out front.
Yep.
So it was almost like the next gig we played without that gear was like we're falling through a void, and we're only approximating what we really want to be, you know.
Well, certainly the crowd appreciated you here, and we appreciate you coming to Rewind Scotland. So
Scotland is always brilliant. I haven't been here that much, but I've never had a bad time in Scotland,
Right.
and that's without drinking.
Yeah. Well, we wish you all the best. Have a safe journey back.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed. We look forward to seeing you next time
I hope
here.
we come back soon. Thank you.
The greatest hits.